Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm here to give you my WWE NXT review for January 25th, 2017. So used to writing 2016 because I had it on my notes. And we had, so I didn't do the show review earlier, though. I thought we were going to be talking about it in the wrestling show that I do here at Massasoit, which I'm on campus right now. But it didn't really work out that way just because of the fact that we ended up doing the show, so that's why I'm doing it now. And we had Showtime, Percy Watson, Corey Graves, and Tom Phillips on commentary. And I really hate the commentary in NXT, especially Percy Watson and Tom Phillips. Corey Graves is just the highlight of that show. So, and the first match on the show was Ember Moon versus Liv Morgan. And overall, I thought this was a good match. It's a good way to open the show. And Ember Moon gets Liv Morgan into a crossface, but she ends up getting into the ropes. So then Liv Morgan gets her into a guillotine choke, but Ember Moon throws her out of the ring, and she puts her back in the ring, hits the Eclipse for the win, and then that was it. Overall, though, it was a good match, good way to start off the show, and you make Ember Moon look like a strong contender to whoever wins that NXT Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way match, and afterwards, Liv Morgan and Ember Moon shake hands. So I thought this was good. And then Adranis Yanalmas gets interviewed, and he gets asked what he thinks about Roderick Strong not taking him lightly. And Adranis Yanalmas says that he should take him lightly because if he doesn't, he will kick him in the head. And Roderick Strong then says, "Well, why don't you kick me in the head right now?" And he almost walks away, and the interviewer goes to ask him a question, but Adranis Yanalmas attacks him and beats the crap out of him backstage. I thought this was an okay segment, good way to set up to their match at NXT TakeOver San Antonio. I just don't know where Roderick Strong being the face came from. It really came out of nowhere, so I thought that was weird. So, and then it showed a video package building up the NXT Tag Team title match between the champions, #DYI, and the challengers, the Authors of Pain. It shows #DYI winning the NXT Tag Team Championships and their chase to get the titles and all their title defenses. And then it shows the Authors of Pain, and it shows Paul Ellering reading each chapter, Chapter 1, Arrive, or something like that. And it shows them destroying everybody, and then it says Chapter 2, Glory. And then it shows them winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics. And then it says Chapter 3, Champions. And it shows them destroying #DYI. So overall, I thought this was a good video package. Good way to hype up the match for NXT TakeOver San Antonio. And then we had the next match. It was No Way Jose versus Kona Reeves. This is the guy that came out and interrupted No Way Jose when he was being interviewed. And overall, it was an okay match. Kona Reeves, I think, has some potential. He actually looks pretty intimidated. He just needs a little bit of work. But I think eventually, when he starts improving, I think he'll get better. But I could be wrong. And No Way Jose wins with a pump-up punch. And afterwards, Elias Sampson comes out and interrupts him. And he sends a song making fun of No Way Jose, but then No Way Jose says, no, that's not how we're going to do this because that song sucked. I got a better song. Just drift away. Just drift away. And then Elias Sampson goes to attack him, but No Way Jose punches him in the face while he's on the apron, so he doesn't really fully get into the ring. And that was it. I think it makes sense for No Way Jose and Elias Sampson to feud because Elias Sampson is the drifter. He's antisocial. He's a loner. He keeps to himself. And No Way Jose is the fun-loving guy. So I actually kind of like the fact that they're going to feud. So I like it. And then the next match was Chris Atkins versus Eric Young with Alexander Wolf, Nikki Cross, and Killian Dane ringside. Killian Dane is the big guy that attacked Ty Dillinger last week. And before the match, they show a little video promo for Ty Dillinger, and he says that Eric Young can bring the entire members of Sanity with him to the match at NXT TakeOver San Antonio, but he's going to take them all out, and he's going to finally get the big victory he's looking for. and Eric Young pretty much squashes Chris Atkins, and he beats him with a wheelbarrow neckbreaker. And then afterwards, Killian Dane hits a senton on him, and then that was it. Overall, I thought this was an okay stuff. It makes Eric Young look strong going into his match with No Way Jose, which really doesn't need to happen, but they still did it anyways. And then we get an update on Shane Thorne from TM61, and we find out that he's going to be out of action. He recently had knee surgery. He's going to be out of action from 7 to 8 months. So that makes me question what is going to happen with what's his name? With Nick Miller. Makes me wonder what's going to happen with him. Obviously, he's going to go singles, but I don't think he's probably going to have as much success just because he really isn't used to being a singles wrestler, so we're going to have to wait and see, though. And then it shows a build-up to the NXT Championship match between NXT Champion Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode. I thought this was a really good video package. It shows Shinsuke Nakamura and his dominance coming up to NXT, and then it shows Bobby Roode's dominance. It shows the contract signing they had together, so it kind of just really builds up the match. And then we had the main event segment of the show. It was a NXT Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way match face-off between Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Nikki Cross, and Asuka. And Peyton Royce and Billie Kay come out and talk about how they're going to win the NXT. One of them's going to win the NXT Women's Championship because they're going to take care of Asuka and put her out once and for all and finally beat her and dethrone her with the title. And they're going to take care of Nikki Cross, that insane chick. And then Nikki Cross comes out and they're both scared of her. And Asuka comes out, and Asuka and Nikki Cross have a little bit of a face-off. But Billie Kay and Peyton Royce try to attack them. Asuka and Billie Kay fight them off. And then Asuka hits a kick to the head onto Nikki Cross and attacks her, but security pulls her off, and Asuka fights off the security. And then Nikki Cross and Asuka are being held back, and the security is finally able to get to Asuka. They pull her out of the ring, and then Nikki Cross dives out of the ring, and it takes out Asuka and the security. And we see Billie Kay and Peyton Royce on the stage, all scared. And that was the end of the show. Overall, I thought NXT was all right. I didn't think it was anything special. You got this NXT. So I think what happened is they're saving up for Saturday, so they don't want to have the wrestlers get injured or anything like that. But I kind of expected to have them a little bit more focus to the build of NXT Takeover San Antonio, because there was matches we could have done without, like the No Way Jose Kona Reeves match could have waited, and the Ember Moon Liv Morgan match, I'll admit, really could have waited, because they really had nothing to do with the up and coming NXT Takeover. So, but I did like the Aldrana Cien Almas Roderick Strong segment. I didn't mind the Eric Young squash match. It really wasn't necessary, just because Eric Young, you don't really need to build up to face Ty Dillinger, because he's already a veteran. Everybody will believe he's aggressive. But I thought the Fatal 4-Way face-off was okay. So overall, just an alright episode. I would grade it probably a 5.7 out of 10. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to be posting my NXT TakeOver San Antonio preview and predictions in a couple of minutes. And I also will be posting other stuff on this channel, so make sure to check on that. And make sure to subscribe to my Owen the Talkinator and CM Brothers channel, and make sure to subscribe to this channel so that way you can see all this stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.